Welcome everybody, Dr. Mephisto here, bringing you a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Team Deathmatch gameplay. I'm here to talk about the broken problems with the Pick-10 system and my thoughts on weapon balance and how it can be improved and possibly changed in the future Call of Duties or even Black Ops 3 coming up here in November. First, my problem with the Pick-10 system is essentially perks, and the weapon balancing problem is the weapon mobility. I'm going to talk about the weapon mobility first, and then I'm going to get into the perks a little bit later. First up, weapon mobility essentially is weapon swapping, aiming down sights, how fast you run with the weapon, and by weapon swapping I mean switching in and out, like switching to the weapon and switching from the weapon to your secondary. And I think these need to be changed and balanced because each class has essentially the same aim down sights time and the same running speed, and I think overall if you change each weapon in the class instead of giving one class a specific aim down sights time or a specific running speed, you can greatly improve the quality of the game by simply allowing people to really change their classes to how they want. You can set a weapon, say an assault rifle, to have a slower aim down sights time, or a submachine gun to have slower aim down sights time, which really changes how somebody would use that submachine gun or assault rifle. Let's take the ASM-1 for example. Speakeasy is a wonderful weapon. It's very fast, has a very high fire rate, has a very high magazine, and people can just run into a room and spray it and quickly snap to an aim down sights time, even quicker if you have a quick draw. And my idea behind this is if you slow down the aim down sights time to say a light machine gun, it'll greatly decrease the effectiveness of the weapon because you're not going to be able to snap to a target really quickly. You may have to actually hip fire, which is going to decrease your percentage chance of getting hits, which, I mean, for a high fire rate weapon would actually be fairly okay. You're just going to be able to hip fire and spray down people, but you're not going to be able to snap to the target too quickly, and it's going to throw your aim off because it's much harder to hip fire enemies than it is to actually aim down your sights and shoot. And that's same thing for the mobility. If you slow down specific running speeds for different assault rifles and different submachine guns, you're going to greatly change how people use each class. If you slow down, say, the running speed for the BAL 27, if you greatly slow down the BAL 27's running speed, make it a sluggish assault rifle, people may not even have the patience to want to run around with it, even though it is a very effective assault rifle. I mean, it might increase people who camp with the assault rifle, but I'm not against camping. I actually find camping to be a viable strategy due to the fact that, like, corner camping is one thing, but holding down an area is completely different, and I think people blow camping way out of proportion. So, we're losing. But that's a story for another day. And now, my problems with the overall Pick-10 system and how it's broken with Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I actually think Ghost had their perk system perfectly correct. You could go in and essentially pick any of the perks. No, the perks were in tiers, but you could pick all the same perks from one tier because each perk had point values, and therefore the point values differentiated how much. Enemy care package incoming. But so if you said, like, they give you this idea in the Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 Pick-10 system, and then even in Advanced Warfare, they're like total class variety with the all-new Pick-10 system, Pick-13 system, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not really class variety because each perk is in a specific tier. You're in a tiered perk system, and therefore you can only pick 2 perks out of the one tier. Right now there's 3 perks in the bottom tier that are actually pretty good perks that I would like to use, but I have to choose 2 of them because they're essentially crutch perks. It's And those two perks are toughness and blast suppressor, but the other perks I would like to choose is scavenger and hardline. I would love to have a class where it's just blast suppressor, toughness, scavenger, and hardline. I can't, because I can only pick 2 fucking perks out of that tier, and it's essentially just limiting my class options. All of my perks are the same. All of my classes are the same, just with a different rifle. And essentially, it makes no difference what rifle I'm using, because all the assault rifles have the same aim down sights time and the same running speed, so I'm using the same class over and over and over again, not changing it up at all. Like, it just creates this ridiculous system that says there's class variety, but essentially there is none.
That was pathetic. Enjoy the unemployment line, grunts.